President Moon Jae-in flies home today from his marathon trip to Southeast Asia and brings with him a number of diplomatic achievements. Speaking to reporters on his final evening in Manila, the South Korean leader rated his first tour to the region as a success. Our Moon Gun-young traveling with the president files this report. Manila. South Korean President Moon Jae-in traveled here with two huge agenda items on mind. One, building stronger ties with the ASEAN region, and two, rallying support for South Korea's policy vis-a-vis North Korea's nuclear weapons program. And today, here in the Philippines, the first Asian country to send combat troops to the Korean War more than half a century ago, 18 leaders representing the Asia-Pacific region have adopted a joint statement dubbed Manila Declaration. We urge North Korea to stop provocative and threatening actions and create conditions conducive for dialogue. Included in the chair's statement concluding the ASEAN Plus 3 summit is a direct and blunt message to North Korea in support for South Korean President Moon Jae-in's campaign for sanctions for talks, lasting peace in the Korean Peninsula, and Pyeongchang 2018 as Olympics for peace. That's a point for the 6-month-old president and his aides, and the South Korean leader will not hide it.
아세안 국가들 포함한 동아시아 모든 나라들로부터 북한의 핵 문제에 대한 우리의 입장, 그에 대해서 거의 완벽하게 그 지지를 이끌어내는 데에도 성공을 거두었다고 생각합니다.
During a surprise visit to the makeshift Blue House briefing room set up in Manila, President Moon said if the reclusive North Korea agreed to hold talks, negotiations could be held with all options on the table.
저는 북핵 문제 해결을 위한 대화 국면으로 넘어간다면 지금 북한의 핵과 미사일이 고도화된 상황에 비추어 보면 빠른 시일 내에 단숨에 북한 핵의 완전한 폐기 이렇게 가기는 현실적으로 쉽지 않을 거라고 생각합니다.
On his back-to-back talks with the Chinese President Xi Jinping and Premier Li Keqiang, Mr. Moon admitted that the THAAD issue isn't completely resolved between the two countries.
일단 사드 문제는 제쳐두고 또 양국 간의 관계에는 그와 별개로 정상화시키고 더 발전시켜 나가자라는 것에 양국이 크게 합의를 한 셈입니다.
이번 동남아 순방을 통해
We believe the President's Southeast Asia trip was successful as it enabled us to lay the groundwork for a shared future with the ASEAN community and expand our diplomatic horizon. From
trade and security to climate change and culture, South Korean President Moon Jae-in wraps up his 8-day three-nation Southeast Asia tour with a whole lot under his belt. But this isn't the end. It's only the beginning of a long process of South Korea cultivating new ties, restoring relations gone sour, and readjusting its status on the global stage. From Manila, the Philippines, Moon Gun-young, Arirang News.